This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I are playing the Deadlands role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is Chains of Hatred. It was written by Alex Sun, who is also our game marshal. The system we are using is Deadlands, which is part of the Savage Worlds RPG. And this is episode 4. Our recap will be given by Matthew Sanderson as his character, Ambrose Cruzmark. So without any further delay, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Matt?
30 seconds ago, trying to take out the guy who I thought was the linchpin of all our problems, the guy that if you just took him away, that there wouldn't be any other problems. But then the smarmy son of a bitch has to go and say, with all this blood, we're giving it what it wants. Cue the screaming of thousands upon millions of tortured souls of people somewhere deep in the earth below us and an earthquake rumbling beneath our feet. But winding back a few minutes, some bright spark thought it'd be a really fucking stupid idea just to shoot a flare gun up in the air and start our escape attempt early. Yeah, we had a plan. It's called Don't Die. What the hell am I working with here? These bunch of morons. I'm going to get myself killed. So either I stay here and get killed because I've got those solemn witches after me, or I end up killed getting out of here. Because talk about being stuck between a fucking rock and a hard place. There's a three-headed Cerberus type dog that's emerged from the darkness down here. There's the guards all firing down. There's dynamite raining down on us. Oh, which one stupid son of a bitch decides to pick up and nearly blow himself to fucking kingdom come with? What? You'll just find me in the corner sat here screaming while the unlawful cavalry have come for our supposed rescue. Yeah, great job, guys. Great job.
Fantastic recap. Thanks, Matt. All right. So let's continue. Right where we left off. You are in a burning ranch house, Mr. 41. There is the sound of gunfire outside raining down from the cliffs. The sounds of close quarters battle as people bludgeon and shank each other in a desperate attempt to escape. The dynamite that was tossed down by a member of Joe and Jeremiah's gang was prematurely detonated in the hands of Jeremiah Jones instead of at the gate. This situation is grim. All right. We're still in combat. But before I do that, your Loa, this almost hologram projection behind you, rising up almost 8, 10 feet, has stuck its arm through the chest of Dr. Hope. And as your Loa pulls out, there's just a splatter of blood that paints the wall behind him. And he just coughs up too much blood. He looks up at you and he says, "It's had too much. You can't stop it now. It will hunt all of you offerings down and then go for the rest of the world." And we're gonna continue combat. I'm just gonna do another initiative because it's been a bit. So,
Mhm.
King of Spades is gonna be you, Ambrose, again.
Hey.
Joe, number 42, King of Diamonds. Wow, very nice. Eustace, Ace of Hearts. Mongiorno, we got 8 of Diamonds. Jeremiah, Jack of Clubs. Everyone's rolling pretty good. We don't know who this belongs to. Oh, also, at any time, you're welcome to tell me if you want another card or not if you spend a Benny, which I don't think anyone will because they're being pretty good. Life's good right now. Maybe luck is in your favor.
Saying stuff like that is just going to tempt fate and just mock us now, isn't it?
That might be exactly what the marshal has in mind.
Okay, well, all the cards have been dealt, and it is now Eustace's. It's your turn. You're crouched behind a wagon, which is in between the gate. However, in between you and the gate is guards who have been are in cover and they're armed with like rifles. And they're plinking away at the the wagon you're at. There's wood splinters exploding all around you.
Oh,
You do have a
hell.
gun. You just blew the head off of one of them. Blew
Yeah,
his head smooth off.
I did like to see that eyeball liberated from its original location. It gave me a certain sense of vindication. Uh, we've been here only a couple of days, but I'm sure we've got the lay of the land somewhat. Do the guards, the armed guards that are near the gate, do they have barrels of ammunition by any chance?
Um, for Benny, sure.
Bingo.
All right, I'll take a Benny from you. That's mine.
All right, so I'm going to fire upon that barrel, which is not moving or shooting at me, and see whether I can shrapnel a couple of the sons of bitches. Oh, well, I got a 4.
That's enough.
So yeah, and my bonus die was a 1, but that don't hurt none, right?
Nope.
Yep.
So I would say that's like the equivalent of dynamite. So
So don't
going
pick
off.
it up, Jones.
Um, I will say
What?
it's not exactly one that will explode the gate because it wasn't right next to the gate, but it will hurt a bunch of the people who are in front of it. So let's roll 2d6 worth of damage.
All righty. Should distract them a bit from my location. Well, I only got a 2 and a 3.
Two and a three. Ooh, would you like to re-roll damage for Benny?
Well, I'm starting to feel light already, but 5 is pretty poorly. Let's do it. Should statistically, I should have got at least a 7.
Yeah, just trust in probability.
Yeah, I got an 8. It's better.
That is really good. So, as the you kind of pop up from the wagon, you're maybe yeah, you haven't handled a gun a lot, so maybe you're like gripping onto it, white knuckled, both hands, and then you just fire a shot off. Um, this shot joins the chorus of other gunfire that's happening in the area, and it hits the gunpowder barrel right on the mark, and it just detonates. It sparks and then it detonates in a puff of smoke. You see how many guards? You see three of the guards. They get tossed into the air, knocked by the force of the explosion, this change in pressure, and they're slammed against the wall. They're slammed against their own cover. They're slammed against the ground, kicking up sand.
Hmm.
That smell of gunpowder fills your nose. They are all writhing around, trying to get back up on their feet. They're all shaken. So
Well,
that
any
was,
luck, some of their rifles will be damaged too.
yes. And that is your turn. Fantastic. Let's go with the King of Spades, Ambrose. You're standing over this broken body. You basically like Indiana Jones, Kalima.
Hey,
So you're in
yep.
this burning mansion. You've killed this supposed big bad guy. There's this minor earthquake that starts to happen. It starts to emanate out from the ground itself. And it's only getting stronger. So maybe next round everyone will have to roll something to avoid falling prone. But for now, it's building up.
Gotcha. And he's definitely dead as far as I can tell.
Oh yeah, yeah. You
Okay.
got him.
All right. I'm looking around to see if there's anything of use in terms of anything, in terms of clues, gathering information that I can down here of what he was doing, anything he was using, basically surveying the scene, looking to see is there anything I'm missing down here that I need to grab before I run out or make a note of before I run.
Yeah, yeah. Let's say there's a, if you look around, no notice roll required. There's definitely like a log or a journal.
I am
Uh,
bagging that.
yeah, are you gonna flip through it just barely?
If it doesn't take me any time, yes.
Nope, won't take any time.
Right.
So like it looks like he's just categorized every branded prisoner like as an offering, and he's basically staggering the offerings out every some odd days, not all at once.
Okay, so these I'm making the assumption then that these marks on us are designating us as offerings to whatever
Yes.
this thing is.
Yeah, because your experience with the occult.
Gotcha. Right, well that's the starting point. But yeah, grab that, get the hell out if there's nothing else that I need to grab down here.
All right, and you start to run out of the burning building. You're going up the stairs. You hear the wood creaking of the supports being just eaten away by flame. And out of the frying pan. No, wait, out of the fire into the frying pan. Let's go.
Everywhere's bad.
Right. So as you run up the stairs, let's say the wood door frame just gets blown apart by a stray shot, and there's an explosion up near the front gate. And you can see Eustace. He's both hands on the revolver he has, and he's cowering behind the wagon after firing off a shot. So that is what you see. Let's go with King of Diamonds, number 42, Joe Clink.
All right. Since I recall, I was actually behind the burning building.
Yep.
I was looking through the window and I saw Ambrose do what he did. Then the explosion at the gate goes off.
Right.
And it's nighttime, correct, right now? So
Yes, it is.
so
The
there's
sun's just set, and this screaming emanating, and you can tell it's coming from the mines. It's getting louder and louder. Something is
okay.
coming.
All right. So I'm going to figure that with the burning building and the explosion at the gate, everybody's going to be distracted looking in those directions. So attempting to hug the shadows, I am going to run towards the gate and look for an opportunity to just run out the gate.
Yeah, well, the gate hasn't been blown open because of the explosion. It has knocked out some of the guards, and they've gone shaken mechanically.
Well,
I
maybe
would
there's
say,
go ahead.
so it's like a tunnel, guards standing in front of it, and then between the guards and the tunnel entrance is the iron gate.
Okay. Had I become aware of a mechanism that opens and closes the gate?
It looks like just like a simple gate that you manipulate by taking off the lock and then pulling open.
Okay. Is the lock and the gate itself in the shadow?
In the shadow, what
Yeah.
would be beneficial for you?
Well, I could pick the lock.
Oh, you could definitely pick the lock. I would say because it's a guard outpost area, it's gonna be well lit. There's gonna be like a lantern there.
Okay.
Probably still shaking from the force of the explosion.
Then I
But we
might.
can say it can go out for a Benny.
Okay, let's put that out. You just
Okay.
want these bennies.
I do actually. So
uh,
yeah, because of the explosion that Eustace has caused, that lantern near the outpost, that like checkpoint, has gone out, shrouding everything in darkness.
except for the
Yeah,
whatever
there's
got caught
bits
on
of
fire.
fire,
Yeah.
clothing on fire, wood on fire, but it is dim lighting. You
So I
could,
will once again, hugging the shadows, I will run up to where the lock is and I will attempt to.
yeah. If you want to stealth over, so do you want to do that all in one turn, or do you want to head over there and then do the lock on your
Well,
next turn? Because you
realistically,
can do two if you take penalties to both actions on
right.
this turn.
Realistically, I am being careful and cautious.
Okay.
So probably 2.
All right.
I don't want to get just shot in the back because I'm standing there.
Oh, for sure.
Uh,
All right, then you can go ahead and make a stealth roll to crawl your way over there,
okay.
moving from
Stealth.
in the cover of darkness, shadow to shadow.
Oh, 6 on my wild die.
Okay, that explodes.
A 6 and a 5 is what I got.
Sure.
And then a 2. So 13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, how'd you get a 6?
Wait, I
So,
got a 5
you don't add all of them,
okay. So I
right?
got
You
a
only
6
add, yep,
on my wild die.
wild die, and then you roll
I
the
got a
wild die
5 on
again.
my.
So you got an 11. So because you don't add the
Okay.
2 from your other
Oh,
die.
okay.
Yeah. Treat each
Okay.
die as like separate. So yeah, you do move in. You basically have to crawl past 2 people who are just fighting over, let's say like a shiv. Like there's a guard and one of the other prisoners. They're like kind of locked back and forth, trying to wrestle a shiv out of each other's hands. So you're crawling past that. It's all pretty harrowing, and you get to the gate because you did get a raise. Let's go to the Jack of Clubs. You're injured, Jeremiah. You
Yeah.
almost blew your entire hand off.
Yeah.
From up the cliff, you hear Mama's voice. You know, she's one of the gang members, and she says to you, "You're supposed to use that on the gate, dipshit."
What? I can't hear a damn thing. I done rung my bell.
I'll cover you.
Oh, hell. What's
And
happening?
and you see firing at guards from the cliff.
Okay. Uh, is there any other way I can cause chaos? Like, are there any other
There's plenty of ways you can cause.
around?
I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah. What is the likeliest thing that I see, I guess?
Well, I mean, there's let's say there's a cart full of ghost rock.
Oh no, that's interesting. Is Ghost Rock explosive? Does it
It can be if
under the
you
right
process
conditions?
it a certain way, but you don't know how to do that unless you do have some kind of
And what is the cart
repairable.
near?
The cart is near the mine entrance where you think something big is about to come out. In a maybe not right next turn, maybe not the turn after, but it's
Does the
gonna come
cart look
out.
like I could flip it over?
Yeah. You might need help from another person unless you give me a raise on an athletics check.
Who's around? Who do I see?
Well, there's a bunch of prisoners around. Bongiorno's kind of occupied because he sees that 11 is fighting Cerberus in the pit.
Oh, that's his problem.
Yeah. Actually, alternatively, I'm not going to ask for a raise. I'll just give you a -2 penalty. I think, yeah.
I'll take it.
You're
Yeah, I don't want
lucky,
to spend
right?
I don't want to spend a penny, but yeah, yeah. On an athletics, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not
So
going to be very
you
low.
just need a 4, but you do get a -2 penalty because you're
I
trying to
did not.
push over a metal
I did
cart.
not. I did not get a 4.
All right, so you try to push over this cart. You slam yourself against it. It is sturdy. So, and meanwhile, it's like there's a million screams coming from deep within the recesses of the earth. That damnable mine. Something's coming.
Okay.
All right, that is your turn. Oh, keep in mind you are wounded too, so that means you do take an additional -2 penalty. So, yeah,
Yeah.
you're pretty fucked up right now. That being
What?
said, yeah. That being said, let's go to the 8 of diamonds, Bongiorno.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a Dark Souls plunging attack on the Cerberus, trying to break its back.
Okay, sure. Yeah, two sturdy feet just pushing down on the spine.
Yep.
Let's see in a brawling.
Fighting.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's what I meant.
Um, Okay, I got 11. My six
Ooh.
exploded.
So that is a raise. So that means you get an additional d6 on the damage roll against Cerberus as you
Perfect.
leap down and do a stomp. So your damage is actually your strength die in addition to the d6 extra die from the raise.
Nice.
So let's roll that and see what you get.
9 total.
A 9 total. Yes, very nice. You basically stomp down two out of the three heads. They whimper, and you kick it to the side. It is shaken.
Yeah, that's right, bitch. Literally.
Okay. Um, Great. Now it's going to be the six of spades. So the guards, they continue to fire at you. Eustace, they're scrambling up to their feet. They're gonna grab their guns and they're gonna fire at like anyone who's near the gate. And they saw that you fired. They're gonna take some penalties because they're using two actions, one to grab the gun and then one to fire. So they'll take a -2. And you're in cover, so that's an additional -2. So they have a -4 to this. So your odds are pretty good. I'm gonna combine their rolls and just give them a wild die. It's gonna be one roll.
Understood.
hmm That's kind of messed up. I did roll two sixes and a three, so
Oh, hell.
so that what? That's 15.
That's 15.
-4 is 11, so that is one raise against you. So they get an additional d6 worth of damage against you. Um, I'm gonna spend a Benny to unshake them. And here
It
is the damage.
begins.
Here's the damage. It does begin. So a rifle really hurts. Don't like who would have known? It's gonna be 2d8 damage plus a d6.
Ooh.
13 damage. What is your toughness?
Oh, hell.
In my notes, your toughness is 5.
Yeah, that's what I got.
So 9. So that is two raises. So you are going to be wounded 2 and shaken.
All right. Well, I was born ass backwards,
Unless
so
you'd like to spend a Benny to soak.
given that Cerberus isn't the baddie here, but just a minor figure, I think I'll hold on to my last penny for just right now.
All right, so yeah, there's just piercing pain as the wagon that you're behind is just riddled with gunfire, return gunfire, and you feel a soaring pain through your left shoulder as you get shot, and it goes clean through.
Oh, hell.
Okay, that was kind of funny, so I'm gonna give you a Betty.
All right. Yeah, it's time for me to find better cover when I get the chance to move a bit.
Right. Meanwhile, from the top, there's still guards shooting down at just random prisoners. It's an absolute bloodbath. The blood is floating towards the night sky. And meanwhile, the prisoners, they're shanking back. Some are rushing groups of guards, just like picture like an entire chain gang unchained. They're just rushing one guard and just like mobbing him. Great. Meanwhile, let's see. You're hidden, Mr. 42. And Jeremiah, you're causing trouble, but you're away from everything. You've stepped outside Ambrose, right? So yeah, perhaps people see that Loa behind you, and yeah, some of the cliff top guards are gonna fire at this giant like spirit. So that's what they're gonna
Hopefully
do.
it should be going away in about a round or so. So
Yeah,
hopefully they'll think they've got rid of it.
we killed it. Woohoo! So they do hit with a 4.
Don't.
However, I only rolled a 4, on damage, so you're fine. But I'm gonna re-roll it because I'm a bastard. 4, 7. 7 beats your toughness of.
Yeah, it's not a raise, but it is.
All
So
right.
that
So
will
you are
shake me.
shaken.
Yeah.
As maybe you get some psychic feedback as your skeleton is shot up.
Ah,
It does not feel pleasurable.
the lower don't like lead.
No. Meanwhile, in the pit, it is going to be the 6 of diamonds, which is going to be Cerberus. It's going to lunge at 11. Uh-oh. Actually, it's going to make 2 attacks. It's going to lunge at 11, and then it's going to like bite at Von Giorno. So, let's see. It's got a wild die. It's melee. 5, 5, 8. 8 explodes. Oh my God, I rolled another 8.
I don't like that.
No,
I
it,
don't
it
like
doesn't
that.
matter. It's just an extra d6. If it's really bad on damage. So, you can see the one of the heads. It lunges at 11, but he simply jumps on its head and hops over it. Meanwhile, you are not so lucky. So here's the damage from Cerberus. It is pretty strong. So that is 11. You are already wounded 2.
Yeah.
Your toughness is 6. So you're not shaken though. So you can either just take this damage and be wounded 3 and shaken, or you can soak.
I have toughness 7. I think I upgraded it.
Oh, nice. Okay. If that's the case, then I believe that's only 1 hit. So you are shaken,
Oh, okay.
unless you want to soak.
Um, yeah, shaken is just spirit roll to get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll just
I guess the only time you would do that is if you're being attacked multiple times in one round. That's where it'd be more important to get rid of the shaken condition right away.
yeah.
However, it doesn't seem like you are. You're just fighting a three-headed dog, you know. So yeah, it bites you. You kind of just parry its head to the side. And maybe it chomps down, and it sends you back because of the force of its blow. And last but not least, it's the allies. So let's see if the prisoners get an upper hand. I did get an explode, so it looks like the tides of battle are changing a bit, maybe not quite soon enough. You can see most of the prisoners closer to the mine, they start to panic. And on top of that, we'll have 11. He's going to do some. Nope, he does not do anything against Cerberus. He tries to pummel it Wing Chun style. And top of the round again. Let's see. I did not I didn't return the used cards back to the deck because I didn't brought Joker. So this is going to be 9 of hearts for Ambrose. Let me know if you would like a new card. All right.
I'd like a new one, but I'm not going to spend a penny for one.
All right. Joe, you got a 2 diamonds. Okay. Eustace, 5 of hearts.
Oh, heck.
Longerno, ace of diamonds. Jeremiah, 7 of hearts. Ooh. Okay. This is not good. Both enemies got aces. So, and then
Color me
allies.
surprised.
Ace
right.
then is the highest, and yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Joker and then Ace and then down. Yeah.
Reverse alphabetical. So the guards actually go first again. So yeah, maybe you did mention trying to get out of cover, Eustace,
Yeah, I'm
but
looking
you
for
weren't quick
low
enough
ground.
because they're still firing. They're just pumping away at the wagon, which is not good cover anymore. So I'm gonna say it's only -1 now for their penalty. So they're gonna start shooting. It's only one roll. Oh, damn, I rolled a 6. So that's a 9. -1 is an 8, so that's with a raise. So they do shoot at you again once more, Eustace. Fortunately, I did low roll the damage,
All
so
right.
that does not go above your parry of your toughness of 5.
5.
But yeah, that cover's been reduced to just like pieces.
Yeah, I'm planning to relocate as soon as I get my finger out of this wound. Like a missing tooth sort of thing. You can't leave it alone.
Right. And let's see, the clifftop guards, they're shooting down at the Loa again. Just a normal success this time, and that is a 7 total. You're already shaken, right? So that's a wound.
I am, yes.
And you stay shaken, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't get the
Until
spirit roll until my turn, I believe.
right. So yeah, stuff's happening. Ace of Clubs is Cerberus again, so he's gonna try and grab onto you, Bongiorno. And it fails, even with the wild die.
Nice.
Okay. And now it is the Ace of Diamonds. It's Bongiorno's turn. You're in the pit. It's
Yeah,
two. It's 2-1-3.
exactly. I like those odds. I'm gonna try to suplex Cerberus, preparing him for number 11 to do an epic blow on him.
Okay, let's see it. Oh, you're like trying to do a team up.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, he's not going until 3 of clubs because that's like
Well, that's hopefully nothing happens between
between now and
now
then.
and
All right.
then.
Yeah. Sounds good. So you are preparing. Master and
So
student.
is that just fighting?
Yeah.
Okay, I got 5.
A 5. A 5. Let's see if it hits the parry. The parry. No.
Okay, I'll re-roll it. I'll
Let's
spend a
see it.
penny. Okay, 7.
7. That's good enough.
Nice.
So let's roll. Let's see the damage.
Oh, I should roll damage? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm gonna add it to his damage if he hits.
Perfect. Uh, 2.
2.
Fuck.
You can re-roll that.
Uh, I don't know. I only have 2 bennies left.
We'll start doing cool shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna re-roll it.
Okay, so but you are preparing a devastating combo attack, so this does not happen yet. All right, 9 of hearts. That is Ambrose. Your Loa, its power is fading.
Yep, I believe it's pretty much should be gone by now because it only lasts 5 rounds. And I'm
Hmm.
fairly certain that's been 5 since I cast it.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yep. Who is nearer to me, either Jeremiah or Eustace?
I would say it would be Eustace. Jeremiah is still close to the mine.
Okay, I'm gonna run over towards the this kind of shambling or crumbling cover that he's under, slide underneath him, and kind of jam my hand on his back, whispering a prayer. For God's sake, is the armor of all these dumbasses should prevent you getting past Baron Samedi. Oh, first of all, I need to do my
Spirit, right?
spirit roll actually to see if I'm not shaken. And you can have a Benny,
Woo!
so I'll just pass it instead. And then so putting my hand down on his back, saying, "Oh, this guy's too dumb to get past Baron Samedi," and that is me trying to cast healing on him. So that
Okay, let's see it.
casts 3 power points to cast, and it's going to be my faith roll. That is a 10 and a 5, so that will get rid of 1 wound.
Does it also remove shaken or?
I think it's just wounds.
Okay.
Healing removes wounds less than an hour old. A success removes one wound. A raise would remove two.
Okay, so Eustace, after you take your finger out of the bullet hole, you can see that it's miraculously growing back. Your muscle and tendon that has been just ravaged by this piece of lead, it is growing back.
I appreciate that one, but the stupid crack was unnecessary. You met Jeremiah.
Oh, trust me, I've got another line ready for him.
Fair enough.
Meanwhile, you're both in cover and it's being shot to hell. You think that this cover will be reduced to nothing at the end of next turn. So that was a very nice heroic action to heal a bullet sponge. Seven of Hearts. That's gonna be Jeremiah Jones. You have just tried to push this card over to cause some chaos, but you're bleeding quite badly from your blown up hand.
It didn't work, but I had an idea. There's the crowd of captives is starting to panic a little bit near the entrance of the mine, and there's that weird sound coming out of the mine, and I'm right at the entrance of the mine. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shout at the crowd of people. I'm gonna go, "Hey, you dipshits! You're gonna get shot out there! Get on in here in the mine and take cover!" And I'm not going in, but I'm gonna try to convince them to go in.
Okay, yeah. You can definitely give me some kind of intimidate or persuade.
Intimidate? Yeah, I can do intimidate.
But this is gonna be at a -2 because you
I still got a 10.
You've been known to taunt, ain't ya?
So that'd be an 8 actually with the -2.
All right, and it'd be a 6 because you're wounded too as well, and you're shaken.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to make the spirit roll to actually make that action, you can.
The spirit roll. I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah, so you can. So since you're shaken, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're not shaken anymore.
I'm pretty sure I'm still shaken, but
yeah, okay. Then you can either make a spirit roll to act and do a major action this turn, or give me a Benny.
I'll make the spirit roll.
And if you fail the spirit roll, you can still spend the Benny anyway.
Yeah.
I got a 4.
Oh, you're good. You get to keep the Benny, and you're no longer shaken. So yeah, I would say yes. You don't get a raise because you've got an 8 minus the 2. Oh, sorry, a 10 minus 2
minus 4
minus another 2
6.
because you're hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
a 6.
kind of hard to be intimidating when you're coughing up your own guts.
Yeah.
So
but
yeah,
I only need a few of them to go in.
yeah. You see, let's say 2 of them, they kind of go in, just in an absolute state of panic, trying to get cover from the gunfire from above.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the other gang members that you have on the cliffside, they're just exchanging gunfire with the people on the cliff.
Okay. And then I'm gonna listen for what happens.
Okay, I'll let you know what happens.
Okay.
Sounds good. You're an evil man. 5 of Hearts, Eustace, what are you doing?
Well, I figure I'm somewhat a stealthy person, so I'm probably good at knowing where I can get away from a group of injured men who are trying to blow my head off.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Yeah, so I
You can roll stealth to use the cover of darkness to basically get out of there.
Yeah, I'd like to find myself a new redoubt, as they say. I've got stealth of 8, pardon me, cat.
And you are shaken, so I'd like you to make that spirit roll first.
Oh, all right. Well, should I just take that roll as a spirit?
Yeah, let's take it.
It's the same dice, and I got a 6 on the 8.
Okay.
So I made my spirit roll.
Right, now you can act as you recover from the shock of being shot.
And healed. My 8 was a lousy 3, but my wild die exploded. I got 8.
All right, so that's a
I'm
raise.
sneaking
Where would
off.
you like to go?
I'm thinking maybe there's a couple of water barrels, and water's real hard to shoot through.
Yeah.
Maybe by the trading post or whatever.
The quartermasters?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. That's
Yeah,
good.
I'm elbowing my way behind some water barrels where I can recuperate.
All right, so you slink into the shadows. You don't think anyone's going to be shooting at you here, and this is good cover in case a stray bullet does end up like going in your direction.
I feel like
And
I've got a lot of blood in my lungs. I'd like to cough up.
yeah, you start just breathing. Uh, Meanwhile, it is actually your ally's turn, so let's see. From the top, there's more roaring gunfire. You hear a scream as a guard comes tumbling down, uh, and he hits the ground. His rifle goes off, and the rifle lands pretty much right next to the water barrel you're by, Eustace. That's the raise. So
Well,
there's
that's
just the
handy.
rifle there. And on top of that, 11 is going to try and attack the giant dog, which is already shaken, which is good. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna add your damage to his damage, Bongiorno, if he does hit. He's a martial arts master. Yeah, he hits. So could you describe this combination attack?
Yeah, so I like get behind the dog that's like biting him and I lift him up so he can like punch him in the chest area in his soft belly.
All right, sounds good. So you lift them up. He winds up a mean haymaker, and you hear a crack of ribs. So yes, it is wounded. That was a cool move. So I'm gonna give you a Benny,
Hell
Bongiorno.
yeah.
And now we're gonna head towards number 42. You have slunk by the shadows, through the shadows, and you're pretty much at the gate. There's still people shooting like right behind you,
Right. But
but
I'm in the
they're
dark.
not. They're facing away from you. They're
Right.
concentrating on the prisoners.
So I'm gonna see if I can unpick this lock or pick the lock.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. That's a repair roll. And there's going to be a threshold that you got to meet. There's a certain amount of successes that you're going to need to meet before you actually unlock this gate.
Okay.
Raises will actually help speed that up a little more.
Well, I got a 5, and my bonus dice didn't give me anything. Just 1.
Okay, so you are picking away at this gate. No one has noticed you. It's going to be a clean getaway for you.
Cool.
So here's what happens. I will say because Ambrose got a better healing roll than we adjudicated. The rest of your wound starts healing, Mr. Eustace, and now you are no longer wounded. It's as smooth as a baby. This new skin and flesh that has just redeveloped.
I do declare this is a weird, weird turn of events all around. Can somebody turn off that alarm, though? It sounds something infernal.
Yeah. So let's go top of the round again. So Joker for you, Ambrose.
Hey,
So
everyone
I'm
gets
just
a
gonna
penny. Woohoo!
yeah, everyone gets a Benny. Do I reshuffle immediately or when?
After you've dished out
Yeah, okay,
this
all
one.
right. Understood. Joker. So you can interrupt me. I won't get mad. 4 hearts for Joe Clank. Unless you'd like to spend a Benny for another card.
No,
The
I'll
higher
take
you can
4
take the higher of the
hearts.
two. Okay. We got Eustace. This is a Queen of Diamonds for you.
I like her.
This for Bongiorno. This is a Two of Clubs. Going once, going twice. All right. This is a Queen of Clubs for Jeremiah Jones. And for the guards, they do get a face card. Uh, the thing in the mine gets to go now.
Can I jump in before that?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to continue on my streak of being the battlefield medic. and run over to Jeremiah and slap a hand on his back,
Yeah,
declaring
so
that,
you're going closer to the mine, and
yeah,
where you hear this thing trying to emerge, and the ground is starting to shake even more. So
I,
yeah, you slap him on the back.
I've got a Jeremiah between me and it. So yeah, declaring to the Baron, you really don't want this mad son of a bitch coming your way right now. Just give him some more time, and again attempt to heal him. So that
Very
would
good use of
be
lore, Matt. I will give you a Benny for that.
hey, you go. I will take a look.
Heal him.
Right, and then this time remembering my being to the crossroads. So first, yep, I will use that reroll. I will now cash in the Benny for a reroll because I'm going to need to get something better than I've got down for.
I'll take that.
Ah, there we go. My 10 explodes. So that's 15 minus 1, 14, which will be 40, so 4, 8, 12. 3 wounds if he's got them disappear.
That's incredible. You're healed. Jeremiah, you're completely healed. Your fingers, they
Holy
grow
shit!
back.
The hell do you do?
Like I said, making sure the lower don't have to worry and put up with your ass on the other side.
Yeah, you get your fingers back. That's kind of crazy.
Hell, I thought you was useless, Ambrose, but you come just in time.
Friendship. Woo. You do get the 2 from the Joker. Did you get that?
Yeah, it doesn't
All
push
right.
me over into like a
All right.
fourth raise.
Cool. So that was your turn. Meanwhile, the thing in the mines gets to go. There is an earthquake. So everyone at this time can give me an agility roll. If you fail, you go prone.
I'm very glad I have that plus 2 on this too.
Not fail.
Okay. Yeah, the earth itself starts to shake. You can see prisoners, guards alike, start to fall over and tumble. Some people are grabbing onto objects to keep themselves up. One of the guards on the cliff is not so lucky, and he just goes, ah! And he splatters into a gooey mess. So you hear from above your gang, Jeremiah. You hear Mama again saying, "Whatever you gotta do, do it quick, and then get the fuck out of there." And then there's more just gunfire as she's firing her rifle. You're listening to the stuff happening inside of the mines, right, Jeremiah?
Yeah.
You hear if you could imagine the sounds that people would make when they're being flayed alive, that's probably the sound that you're getting.
Oh hell, we gotta get out of here, Ambrose.
Yeah, but like behind that, there's like an ethereal whooshing, like almost like it's heavy wind. And
Yeah,
it's
I'm
it's
sticking
drawing
with you.
closer, right? It's going to come out of this mine entrance here. So that is what happens on its turn. Meanwhile, I would say at the gate checkpoint, one of your gang members, Eligio, he has the rifle. He basically snipes one of the guards at the gate, and they go down. So that's one less at the gate. And the prisoners, they are starting to overtake the guards, just using numbers, straight up numbers. It looks like they're going to like bum rush the gate very soon. But that being said, it is now the Queen of Diamonds' turn. So, Eustace, you are healed. You're hiding behind some water buckets, and you haven't been knocked over.
And I'm hearing the gates of hell scraping open. And does
From the
dust,
mine, right? And then the
yeah,
gates to the exit, they're on the other side.
yeah, the whooshing sound, is that like infernal wings unfolding?
No, it's more like a tornado.
Well, I uh need to get away from that as quickly as possible. Uh, so I'm gonna hitch up this conveniently located new rifle
Hmm.
And I think I'm going to make my way to the compound wall so that I can sidle on toward the gate, but not rush at it in a
Okay.
visible way toward the guards.
So you're gonna use the burning house, Dr.
Yeah,
Hope's burning house as cover. Excellent. As you press yourself up against the wall, you can feel the heat from the embers and the flame. And you're gripping onto this heavy rifle, and you're welcome to shoot because that's like a move action.
uh, sure thing. Ain't no harm in, well, I mean, draw attention to myself. There are guards up on the ridge, and there's the
Yep.
guards at the gate.
Yep.
Are they pretty much the last ones standing?
I'd say so. Yeah. Because the prisoners, they're basically handling the rest of the guards on foot in deadly melee combat.
Yeah. Again, I'll get down low and take a pot shot at one of the gate guards
Okay. You can
because
see that there's three left.
I need to get past him eventually. So, oh heck. Well, I didn't fumble, but well, no, I got a 4 on my 8.
Oh,
I
so that
got a
means
1
you
on my
hit.
wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so a rifle is actually 2d8 damage as you felt your V4.
It turns out it's awful. Didn't care for it one night. Oh, 8 and 3. But does
Yep, it explodes
the 8 explode?
just like
So
this guy.
that dies 15.
Oh, all right. So you get low to the ground. Maybe you take a kneeling position and you line up the iron sights and fire. And you hit the guy right in the heart, and he twirls before going down dramatically.
I know just what that feels like, more or less.
So yes, one less guard at the checkpoint. There's, but
Also,
now they are going
happily.
to return fire.
Oh, yeah, that's only fair, really.
Yeah. So they're gonna shoot back. Joe, as you're working on this lockpick, the guy just gets shot right behind you and lands on the ground. His
Okay.
rifle's there if you do want to take that, but there's still two guards behind you. Like they can't be more than maybe 7 feet away.
I'm
It's not quite your
well,
turn, but I'm just letting you know.
right. Yeah. But I am thinking that I could take a couple seconds and blow their heads off, but
You could definitely do that on
I
your
don't want
turn.
anybody to know I'm here. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Meanwhile, they see another one of their own has gone down, and they're going to return fire Eustace. I'm gonna say you're in cover, obviously, so you're gonna get a. They're gonna take a -2 penalty to this firearms roll, and that saves you. So as you poke out, you fire, you go back in. The corner that you're taking cover behind, it's riddled, and
These guys
there's not
aren't
many guards
bad
left.
shots, considering they don't have a lot of practice.
They've been training for this. All right. So next we have seven of spades, which is Cerberus. It's gonna try and bite at you once more, Kujarelli, and it's gonna try and bite at 11, so they will take a penalty.
Yeah, and I did get knocked down by the earthquake.
Oh, okay, so you're easier to hit. They are shaken, so they are going to roll bigger. They do pass with a 10. I mean, doesn't matter. Let's see. Yeah.
Was I not Queen of Clubs this round?
Oh, were you Queen of Clubs?
I thought I was.
I thought you were Four of Hearts.
Okay,
no, I'm
maybe I
four of
missed.
hearts.
Oh, okay. My bad. Have a Benny.
Oh, right on.
Why don't you go?
Okay, all right. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna shout, "The gate is open, everybody! Run for it!"
Oh my
Just
God.
yeah, I'm gonna start a mob running towards the gate.
Okay, give me a persuade or an intimidate.
Way to put some fucking pressure on me.
Yeah, no pressure. Okay, I got an 11.
Oh, that's pretty great. So yeah, all of the prisoners, you're rallying them, and they start to basically rush the gate. Like we're talking about maybe like 20 to 30 people all at once
Yeah.
The
Okay.
you can see like through the cover of Eustace and Ambrose that the two
Yeah.
guards at the gate, their eyes go wide because they
Exactly.
can't possibly
Yeah.
shoot that many people.
Yeah. And
Uh,
I'm gonna grab Ambrose's, collar or whatever. Just go. Come on, Ambrose. Let's go.
Don't need to be told
Wonderful.
twice.
All right. So back to the pit. Is this gonna be your grave, Von Journo? Let's see. Um, oh, they don't actually hit, but I will spend a Benny. 5 does hit your parry. Yep. No, your parry's 6.
Oh,
I think I'll spend another Benny.
oh, great.
Hey, you're depleting him of bennies.
Yep. I did not. I struck out. Well, didn't hit.
Hell yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
And I also struck out for 11 too. So,
It's meant to
yeah,
be.
it's snarling, but you're both blocking simultaneously synchronized. And now it is going to be the 4 of hearts. So it is your turn, Joe.
Okay. Now that I hear all this people running in my direction,
Yeah, there's a stampede.
I'm not going to jump and go back, go back. I'm not ready yet. 'Cause that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to see if I can pop this lock.
All right.
Let's see. Oh, I got an 8. Okay. That I rolled again.
hmm
Got a 5. So an 8 and a 5.
Oh, that's more than enough. So you got a 13. So that's 2 raises. That lock pops off nice and easy.
So as it pops, as I hear them coming, I'm
Yep.
going to almost grab a hold of the gate and swing out with it as it opens to get out of the way of
That's cool. I
rush.
will give you an athletics roll to do that.
Athletics. Yeah, I don't know much. Let's see. No, I got a 4.
Okay. So you do exactly that.
I mean,
Maybe
it's on a 4-sided dice. So
yeah, lucky
does that
you.
explode?
hmm
Oh, I got a second 4.
Oh,
I got a third 4.
man.
I got a fourth 4.
Stop rolling it the same way, Tom.
And then I got a 2.
All right, all right. So yeah, you do that and you look cool doing it. I'll give you a Benny.
Yeah, with a ballet move.
Meanwhile, yeah, there's a stampede coming towards that gate. I think at this point the guards they're just gonna like throw up their guns and start running out the gate. Uh, Great, Buongiorno, it's you and you in the pit with your teacher.
Nice. Do I have to like roll to get up or something?
That just takes your action, your free action. So like you
Oh,
can't
okay.
move after this, but
Yeah,
you
I'll do
are
like
in
the
melee.
I'll do the backflip thing.
Oh shit, that's cool. You get a Benny.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna like try to roundhouse it so I kick all 3 heads of the Cerberus in
Okay, let's see
roundhouse.
how that goes. That's crazy. The target number is, let's say,
I got 11.
oh,
My 10
that's good.
exploded.
That's a raise. An extra D6.
Nice. Do you get a wild die on damage automatically, or is it
No,
just yeah?
you get
Okay.
an extra D6 because you got a raise. So it's your strength plus the extra D6 you got from the
Okay.
raise.
So I got 13 total.
Okay, so with a 13 total, that is a 1 raise, and it's already wounded and shaken, so you automatically do the damage. It is not exactly a wild card, but it does have the resilient trait, so it does get an extra wound before it goes. But describe how you take this thing out.
Yeah, I just like I said, roundhouse kick all 3 heads and just all 3 necks snap as I do it, and it just falls down dead. And I
Um,
just look at Sensei and I'm like, let's get out of here.
right, and it sounds good. He's gonna start climbing up. Uh, no one has done anything to stop what's happening from the mine, so that you're gonna see the results of that very soon. So let's reshuffle the entire deck back into Playing card deck. Reshuffle. Refresh. Life's good. You're free. I mean, freedom, it's right across the room.
We still have those damn brands.
10 of spades for Ambrose. For Joe, it's King of Clubs.
Oh,
42. 5 of Clubs for Eustace. 9 of Spades for Bongiorno. Queen of Hearts for Jeremiah. There's effectively no guards left. So let's go with whatever's coming. Oh my God, whatever is coming out of the mine just got a joker. So I get a Benny.
Adding
And it
insult
gets
to
a plus
injury.
2. Okay.
Do we all get a Benny when you get a Joker?
No, all the
Oh,
enemies
No,
get a
only
Benny.
when we do.
If
Yeah.
players draw a joker, then all the players get the
But-
benefit. Yeah.
For the allies, I drew another joker. So
Okay.
everyone gets a Benny.
Ooh.
What are the odds? That's crazy.
Hmm.
Okay.
And it's red, so does red go before black?
I believe
Can't remember the order.
Yeah, I believe it's reverse alphabetical.
red. What, red before black?
Well, it's definitely for suits. It is.
I'll give a Benny to whoever can tell me which joker is stronger.
Give me a minute. I've got the rule book up. So
Okay. But for
Wait,
now,
that's
let's say it's the Queen of Hearts' turn. So Jeremiah, what are you up to?
I am beelining it for the gate.
Okay, you don't get to do that yet because the Joker is actually gonna interrupt that turn.
Okay.
So bursting out of that mine, right, is almost like it's like a darkened tornado and in the middle of it is the silhouette of a towering figure. At this point, I'd like everyone to roll me spirit for a fear check. Just let me know if you fail.
6.
Okay, here.
got an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Got a
And
6.
for the could you remind me how the fear modifier works? I think if you're in an area with a lot of fear, you do get a penalty on this roll.
Yeah, it depends on the fear rate. The fear rating
Yeah,
of the
the
area.
fear
as
rating,
well.
because Eustace actually a couple episodes back, he kind of calmed everyone down. It was actually reduced to 3 instead of 4. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about fear. Ba-ba. 1 minute. Just settings, rules. Page 84. Fear levels. All right. Things are starting to get strange.
As far as I can tell from page 92, that's where it says that ties are resolved by suit order in reverse alphabetical, but right after that it says jokers, but doesn't compare the two. I don't know what they say.
Well, I'm gonna rule in favor of the players, so I'm gonna say that. I'm going to put my actions in a way where you do get some chances, and it's not just gonna murk you. All right, so you do get a -2 for this fear check.
Then I failed.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, actually, no, sorry. It's for fear level 3, it's a -1 penalty on page 84 of the Deadlands rulebook. So
You
is
have to
that
be
still a
level
fail?
3
Did
before
anyone
you
fail?
start taking penalties, don't you?
Does the wounded still give me -1?
Yes, it does.
Okay, then yeah, I failed.
Okay. Let's roll on the fear table. This thing is kind of scary, so you're gonna add a
Mamma mia.
+2 to it. Go
I
ahead.
just said Mamma Mia.
Oh, okay. You're not getting a Betty for that though.
What?
Frightening.
It should be harder. All right, all right. So yeah, I'd like you to roll a d20, please. +2, whoever failed that fear check.
7. So
7.
9. 9 total.
9. All right. Well, 9 is vulnerable. So you are vulnerable until the end of your next turn as you start uncontrollably shaking at what has appeared. It's just a silhouette right now, but it's towering maybe 15 feet tall. And it stands on two thick stumps of legs that you think are legs, and then coming out of its torso are 6 arms, 3 on each side, each carrying what you've probably seen before, Ambrose, but it's like these Aztec war clubs,
Mhm.
those wooden clubs that are bladed with obsidian. But that silhouette is in the middle of this tornado of blood. It's probably time to run. But however, it will get to make an attack on you, Jeremiah, as it just like bursts out of the mine because it was faster than you because it's got a Joker.
Okay.
So it's gonna try and flay your skin.
I'm gonna try not to let it.
Okay. I'm spending a Benny. 6 explodes into a 10. That hits you. Here's the damage. You are shaken as like a gust of sharpened wind. It starts to cut up your skin. Like it doesn't even have to hit you physically. It just goes like this, and like a wave of wind, razor sharp, starts to lacerate the clothes off of your back and your skin beneath. So
Run
you're shaken.
faster, Ambrose.
I'm running.
Okay. That being said, that was its turn. So yeah, it's a towering giant.
Okay, well, if I can still run, I'm gonna run.
hmm Give me a vigor roll. Oh, sorry, a spirit roll because you are shaken from this.
I did not fail. I got a
Did not
9.
fail. That's good. You're no longer shaken.
Excellent.
If you want to run faster, I believe there's like a run roll, but we can just abstract it by having it being an athletics roll
Okay, yeah, I will try.
because we're not playing
Athletics.
via battle map.
Athletics is not my strong suit, but
Ooh.
oh, actually, I got a 4. That's
All right, limp,
terrible.
limp. That's good enough. So let's say, since you're closest to the mine, you make it halfway across this prison camp. So I will say you're halfway across. All right, now, next up, Queen of Hearts, Jeremiah Jones. Oh, wait, no,
I,
that was
I
you.
just went. Yeah, that's
Next up, Ten of Spades.
Uh,
Ambrose. Yep.
I was the king of clubs.
Oh, you were the King of Clubs? Why did I write you down as oh, I didn't. I think I sorry, my notes are messy. So what all right, what are you doing, Mr.
Um,
42?
Not much. I think that as the crowd gets to the gate, I'm just going to join them and run out into the darkness.
Okay. So you run out into the Texas shrublands. Um, sounds good.
What I'll do is I'll run into the darkest area if there's any kind of uh, cover,
hmm
and if I feel it necessary because it's dark, I'll use my dark sight so that I can see in the dark.
Okay. Yeah, so this entire mob of prisoners, they're all scattered. Everyone can feel that their brands are starting to like hurt. So, That's some information, but you do hide yourself in the darkness.
Okay.
Number 42. Oh, well, I guess you're not number 42 anymore. You're just
Right.
Joe Willenhall.
I'm free and clear.
That's right. But you're not out of it yet. This thing might follow
Right.
you out. So,
Well, my intention is once I get far enough away, I'm going to see if I can do something about the brand.
yeah, you can definitely
But
try that.
that'll be next turn.
Okay. So 10 of spades then.
Thinking this is more of a meta question.
Yeah.
Can monsters be affected by fear, as in the fear power?
Usually, unless they're immune to fear, which some monsters do definitely have.
I'm going to see if this one has it and turn round and declare at this thing that my gods are bigger than you and attempt to cast fear on this thing that is coming up behind us.
Okay.
Roll. And that's going to be 2 power points, and I have a normal success.
A normal success. Okay.
So if power is cast with a raise isn't applicable, wild cards add +2 to the fear table results. That's part of the same sentence. Yes, I believe it's just they make a regular fear roll.
Okay. Right. I
Or
will
the
give
roll
you a
on the fear
clue.
table.
It won't fear it. It won't make it afraid, but I will give you a clue.
Mhm.
Saying there's an ancient voice, right? You get some kind of psychic resonance, some feedback, and um it says to you, and it almost feels like the sound itself swirls at the outer edge of your ear, and it starts to like swim in. And it says to you, Myrmidon, murderer. It continues talking in this deep, guttural, baritone voice. It says, my gods, your gods, we all fall.
Hmm. Worth a couple of power points and stuff to mull on for later. But for the minute, run like hell!
Yeah. So you're welcome to give me an athletics check.
Oh, this is why I've got bennies. And my 4 explodes. And 2, which goes down 5.
5. Okay, so you run like hell as well. You're halfway across. You're right behind Jeremiah. 1.5 cross. Nice. All right. Buongiorno, you're being helped out of the pit by 11. He's
Oh,
grabbing you by the forearm, the wrist, and he's lifting you up.
well, I'm glad I got out, so I am also.
We have to go!
Yeah,
As
I'm
the
gonna
wind kind
escape.
of tears at his skin.
I'm just gonna run.
Athletics.
Okay. My athletics is not great, surprisingly.
This guy needs more training.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a Benny to reroll.
Okay, I'll take a Venny. Cha-ching.
Okay, I pass, just regular pass.
That's good enough. The pit was between the mine and the gate, so you make it to the gate.
Nice.
Man, I wish we had chase scene rules, huh? I think Savage World actually does. I'm not reading them right now. All right, Eustace, you're between the gate and the mine. You're in the middle.
Yeah, but this wound that didn't hurt now hurts.
Yeah, it hurts in the presence, and you think it's probably because of the presence of this thing. It's hurting.
So my question to you is essentially a mechanical one. I'd like to take a part of the burning hell house
Yeah,
and shove it into the brand and deface it.
sure.
But I also have already pissed myself, and there's a towering multi-limbed tornado of blood. So maybe I need to make a spirit check before that.
I thought that was the fear roll.
Well, yeah, it's true. I passed the fear
Yeah.
roll. All right. Well, I'm gonna bite down on the edge of my vest and pick up a flaming brand and shove it into my chest.
Okay, so you're gonna try and mutilate yourself by mutilating the wound. Wonderful. Just I think you just take one wound, right? And you're shaken
That
because
sounds
that's
reasonable to me.
yeah. So you stick this burning piece of wood all over the brand, and
And I'm peering down at it and seeing if the shape has got.
the skin underneath the brand is getting mutilated, but however, there is this faint ghost of an outline which stays on the surface of your skin.
Oh, hell. And that hurt.
Yes,
Ow.
you
All
did get
right.
more information, and you are wounded plus shaken. As you kind of, I'll give you an immediate spirit roll to like kind of bite down and take it to avoid being shaken because you're doing this to yourself, so it makes sense that you prepared for it.
That's fair. And I got a 4 on my 8.
So
So,
you're just wounded, you're not shaken.
all right. And that's 1 now. Yep. All right. And so I'm, gonna s- start toward the
Run it.
open gate. Yeah.
All
If
right,
I
give me an
feel
athletics go.
I'm carrying the rifle, if I feel like it's slowing me down, I'm gonna throw it in the dirt.
Okay.
See
If
how
you
my
throw it in the
athletics
dirt,
goes.
I will give you a +1 to offset your wounded penalty
Uh,
retroactively. Yep.
yep. All right. So much for the rifle. I'm just for the gate.
We
I
like
go.
deals like these. These are good deals. So you toss down the rifle because the weight of the gun with your burned shoulder is kind of holding you back. So you toss that rifle to the ground and you
Yeah.
sprint to the gate. You're at the gate.
Can't burn it off, fellers.
Nice. And I believe that's everyone. So we're just gonna go top of the round again because some people are not out. We are going to reshuffle every card back into the deck because we got a Joker pretty early. All right, let's see. Ambrose, King of Hearts. King of Hearts. Joe, Queen of Diamonds. Eustace, Six of Clubs.
I'm gonna spend a penny.
Okay, Eustace, Seven of Hearts.
Oh hell,
You want to spend another penny?
no, sir.
Right. Buongiorno, King of Diamonds. You should have spent the penny. Hindsight is 2020. Ace of Hearts for Jeremiah Jones.
Hell yeah.
No more numbers. We're free. Oh boy. King of Spades for whatever's in there. This thing. Okay. So I guess now that you're running across only, I believe, Ambrose and Jeremiah are in the like main camp, yet to run away. And this thing's gaining on you. It glides across the ground in its blood tornado, and it will
Are,
make two separate
are,
attacks.
are Mama and the gang still shooting?
They're getting the fuck out of there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they use their Joker for, actually.
Okay.
That seems
Um,
reasonable.
yeah. Maybe. Okay, gotcha. So allies get a 4. All right, so it's gonna make an attack on both of you, like because it's got 6 arms. It's just one swipe, another swipe. So Ambrose, this one's for you. This one's for you, buddy.
You didn't have to.
Ooh, 2 and a 1. Hmm?
That's good. I'll take
Benny.
more of them. Yeah.
I'll spend a penny.
No, you don't.
You should not have said anything because it's got an 8, which
Oh.
explodes. That's a 15.
Oh.
The War Club goes bang. The War Club deals 13. Well, compared to your toughness of 5, that is, I believe, 2 raises. So
I,
you are shaken.
I think the word soak.
Oh,
So,
okay, let's see it.
yeah, all right, come on. That would be another Benny.
All right, I'll take your bennies.
Oh, come on. And another one.
Oh my God, how many bennies are you?
Well, I've got through 3 so far.
Okay.
Ah, there we go. Finally got something that explodes. So 9 minus 1, 8. So that'd be hitting a raise. So soak 2.
Okay, so that means you only get shaken,
Hmm.
right? Instead of 2 wounds plus shaken, you just get shaken. And you're already wounded 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you
That's why I don't
subtract
want
the
to take 2
penalty?
more.
Okay. Meanwhile, so like this force, this impact, getting hit by this bladed club, like there's weight behind this slice, and it's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. Luckily enough, because you soaked it, let's say it gets you like right in the lower back, but nothing too vital. Meanwhile, the other set of clubs is going to swing down on you, not Ambrose, Joe. No, not Joe. Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. Let's see. I rolled a 7. That hits. But I think I can actually get a raise on that, so I'm going to spend a Benny on Jeremiah. Thanks for all the bennies, by the way, Ambrose. I
Save it.
explode to get an 18. So just to get the extra D6. That is 7 damage total, which is above your. It's just a normal hit. So, this club slams down at you, but it just grazes you. So, and it sends you into shock, Jeremiah. So you are shaken. But that's its turn.
Okay.
King of
Okay.
Diamonds. Oh, actually, yeah, King of Hearts. King of Hearts. Ambrose. You're shaken and wounded.
Right, well, I'll take the spirit roll.
It it's right on your heels.
Uh, crap. Uh, I rolled snake eyes, so I'm gonna have to give you Benny to
A
get me
Snake Eyes is a
shaken.
fumble, right?
Yeah, but I can still spend the Benny anyway to get rid of shaken if I'm
Oh,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Yep.
So I will ignore that and then run like hell.
All right, let's see this athletics check.
With no bennies. Yay.
Yeah, you
God.
might get just like screwed.
I
Unless
might get lucky.
Jeremiah helps you. If he's deemed you useful enough.
We can hope so. Oh, there we go. That's better. Right. Minus 1. Still 8.
So you're gonna help yourself. You don't want to rely on Jeremiah Jones. You don't want to have your life in the hands of this criminal.
Oh,
Well,
that
you never
just
know.
hurts.
They're still helpful.
Okay, great. So you make it out into the shrublands of Texas. Buongiorno. Oh, my bad. Jeremiah, it is your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm running after Ambrose, who must have overtook me somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
Meep, meep.
Yep.
Shoo.
So that's an athletics.
Okay. Uh, I got a 2 and a 1, so
2 and a 1. You got a
yeah,
Benny?
I do.
I would
Spend a penny.
probably spend this.
Spend another penny. Okay, I got a 6.
6? Okay, great. So with a 6, I would say you're out. You're free. Um,
Yeah.
I think with everyone out, this blood tornado and the figure at the center of it, you can see it trying to go through the gate, and you have no idea how long this battle was, right? It seems like it was a few rounds, but it also looks like the sun is rising now over the horizon. It's been quite a night. And as that sun starts to rise, that tornado, this blood tornado starts to dissipate. But at this point, you're all like, you're all running. You do see your gang up ahead, Joe and Jeremiah. You see Mama Alihio. You see the 2 brothers, the mean ass twins. Their names are Pete and Kyle Townsend. They're all on foot, so they don't have any horses or anything like that. And there's a smattering of prisoners all around as that sun rises. But yes, this blood tornado dissipates as the sun comes up, and I would say this combat is over. So what's everyone like to do?
Mama, they branded us with some sort of evil cursed brand. I'll show her.
Jesus, what in tarnation? Well, it's good to see you safe, Joe.
Does
I
the
never
does the
thought.
brand still burn?
No,
So it's fading away, or
it's still there. It's just stopped burning.
there's Jeremiah.
I never thought I'd be happy to see you pickle pusses, but here I am.
Jeremiah, what in tarnation was that? You were supposed to use the dynamite to blow up the gate.
Well, I opened
It
the
was-
gate.
That was improvisation.
And what the hell was that demon thing? Mama says. And she's like a pretty hardy woman. She's got a rifle slung over her shoulder. It's the barrel of it's scorched with gunpowder because it's been used all night.
Hell,
Dresses
I don't
very
know.
masculine.
I don't want to stick around to find out.
We also picked up some friends who might be interested in joining our group.
Oh boy. I don't. Okay, well, who are you?
Howdy, ma'am. I doffed my hat to you, but they didn't give us no hat. They just gave us those dead men's clothes. My name's Eustace Barnett. I can be helpful in a number of ways.
Okay.
Yeah, except you got a brain that could fit inside a peanut shell and still not touch the sides.
Jeremiah, be nice.
At least I didn't blow my darn hand off like an idiot.
I got my hands all fair and squared.
Yeah, but look how pink that one is. It's 'cause one eye made it grow back.
Baby hand.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, you should meet the Italian feller too.
And he's at your side is 11, or I believe his name is Master Lee. He says, and he says to you, Bongiorno, like, I will stick with you to see your training through.
Thank you.
And that one over there can call up a invisible monster out of the sky and fight
Oh, really
for it.
now? He's some kind of voodooist?
Funny you should mention that. That's exactly. That's
Name's
what you're
Fanny
saying.
Townsend. You can call me Mama.
Ah. Mambo?
Sure. I'll take that. And this here's Eligio, and she gestures towards a younger Hispanic man who looks like he's wearing like a hat that's a little too large, a fancy tie that clashes with his faded clothing. So it looks like he's just gotten clothing that's just been passed down from the rest of the gang. And these here are the Townsend brothers. They're mean and tough. This is Pete and Kyle. And they just give you stern, like, nods. Quiet.
We need to get as far away from that place as we can. There's
Yeah.
some serious devilry going on there.
Okay. That's fine. We set up camp about maybe 2 miles away from here. It's a bit of a walk. We lost all our horses during the heist. We just got to figure out what's going on.
Mama, you and your boys was very brave to show up like that, and you showed a great deal of certitude in firing all night and whatnot. Sorry about your horse flesh. I'm just wondering whether before we depart ourselves for your encampment, whether we shouldn't go back into that hellhole and collect ourselves some firearms and ghost rock that might come in useful in the future. Since I
Well,
think the guards are pretty much all vulture food at this point.
Let's I'm not too keen going back in there anytime soon, but let's take a rest first. You've had a long night. You're all exhausted because you didn't get to sleep. The sun's out. But I don't disagree with that idea. We can go back probably after we get some rest.
Yeah, just only in daylight, I'd say.
Sounds like
Right.
you're volunteering. I sure as hell am not going back into that place.
Well, I'm not a feller who likes to leave to waste useful items just because some awful things occurred. I mean, uh, if the three-headed dog and the volcano of tornado of blood isn't there, then just the food and liquor stores would be worth a practical fortune.
We don't know that all the bad guys are gone, though.
Well,
Yeah,
uh,
give me a notice roll.
anybody who didn't get the hell out of there got sliced to bits by the hell wind, as far as I can tell. Hell, I killed a past love myself. I
I
have a
exploded.
You exploded.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. No, but just kidding. So with your notice, you didn't see the headmaster, the head guard, Mr. Crawford, anywhere. So he's probably was hiding out or something.
And anyone in there is going to want revenge for what happened.
Right. Uh, but going back to introductions, Mama, she shakes each of your hands and she says, "Welcome to the gang. You're all expected to pull your own weight and make money, but we're still getting our bearings straight and recovering from something that didn't go too well, something that led these two people into there." And she points towards the prison camp.
How
So
far
yeah.
is the border from here?
Well, it's quite a journey. It's going to be a journey, but you're almost. It would be very feasible to go to Mexico.
Yeah, because that would get the heat off us.
That's right. Going to Mexico would get the heat off of us.
Yeah,
So
on the other
considering that,
hand, well, go ahead, sir.
I was like, well, considering that all this Aztec symbology around the branding and what was cast on us, I think the answers to whatever's been done to us is probably going to be down south too, or at least the way to
Uh,
get rid of it.
yeah, I certainly do want to be free of this.
I'll have you roll an occult roll now, Ambrose.
Yeah,
Now that you've got this little book and a more of a sense of what's going on.
gotcha.
Given as how I'm all breech bred and whatnot, I'm gonna toss you another Benny and heal up the horrible blistering I did that didn't mar that darn symbol none.
Okay. Yeah, you have miraculous healing powers of your own. So go ahead and do that. A four with a four.
Hmm.
You remember the words that Dr. Hope said to you. It's had too much. You can't stop it now. It will hunt all of you offerings down and then go for the rest of the world. And given that it disappeared in the morning, it's probably going to come back every night and be relentless. It might start with you, it might start with other branded prisoners, which is
Hopefully
good
those
that a
that
lot
didn't.
of other branded prisoners got out because it's them, not you.
Hopefully they remained a bit closer. Let's put as much distance between us and this place as
Yeah,
possible so that they get picked off first.
right. So you get
So,
that impression,
Mhm.
so hypothetically, if I use my huckster skills to make a deal with the devil
right?
in an attempt to cast a dispel
Hmm.
on the curse, is that got even a remote chance of succeeding?
You don't know until you try.
Oh, I don't know until I try.
You can talk to the devil in your head.
The Manitou or whatever it is.
Yeah, because it's open to just talking to you.
Oh, maybe we'll become friends.
Yeah,
Maybe I walk around talking to it all the time.
but I think we can cut to the camp should people wish. Just redline
Okay.
it. And we are there. Those of the previous gang members who have stayed at the camp, it is Wyatt Alden. He introduces himself as an ex-lawman. He seems to be very old, and he seems to have some kind of tinnitus or hearing issue, so he talks way too loudly. So he introduces himself. He was at the camp with Buddy, real name Earl Beck, who is the cook and provisioner. And he's like keeping track of how much food we have for the camp. The camp itself is it's like it's a wagon, but there's like no horses. It looks like it's been pushed manually, and a couple tents that have been set up around it as well. So this is the camp. This is going to be your new mobile home for the next thing. For the
We need
next
to
couple
rustle
of
up some.
days. Yeah, we
We
need
need to rustle up
horses.
some horses. Yeah.
We need money. We need horses. So I'll let y'all figure out how you want to do that.
Is there a town nearby?
Yes, there is a town.
And what's there?
What is there? We haven't scouted it out yet. Once we've been just tracking you, Jeremiah and Joe, and we tracked you to the camp. There is a rail going to a Lone Star rail. That's the same train that dropped you off.
We got to be careful about where we go because if anybody's looking for us,
Yeah, you're all
that's
wanted.
the first place they're going to look.
Maybe we should commandeer a train. There's only one guy in the front, right? Kick his ass, drive it down to Mexico.
I mean, we could steal a train, but we'd have to take all of our stuff or figure out what to leave. And
A
we're
lot
gonna
of
need
stuff can
more
fit on a
horses
train.
because we're broke. We got jack shit. No,
Well,
no,
maybe
no
we should
tango
just rob
nada.
a train.
We could rob a train.
We don't have horses. How do you catch train to
Wait till it
rob it?
stopped.
That'll be right in the middle of the town. And
Well, it won't be if you ruin some tracks.
Maybe I should just leave the planning to you guys.
If you introduce a small
Come
element
on,
of
let's train, student.
derailment, that'll
Yeah,
slow
but
a train down real good. But you
most
want to
likely
have the
there's
right train.
most likely there's going to be people on that train with rifles. And
It's very much the case.
Yeah, so you get to the camp, you're exhausted, fatigue is hitting it, just hitting you. You hit the camp early in the morning. So if you'd like, you've been given some like sleeping bags to just pass out.
yeah.
All right. If anyone would like to do anything like urgent before they go to bed, please let me know. Other than that, you're just gonna wake up in the afternoon.
Can I?
And Jeremiah,
Are
it's
there?
good to be back to your stuff. What kind of items would you have at your camp?
Well, guns. Hopefully,
All right, how many?
2.
All right, so you've got two simple guns,
Yeah.
rifle, revolver. It's good because these are the ones that have been with you, stuck with you for your entire life of crime.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
ask
imagine
what.
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
imagine I probably have like a bedroll, maybe a
Mhm.
knife. You know.
Any charms or decorations you keep above your bedroll?
Yeah, I probably
I'm gonna
have
really make it yours.
like a something from like a keepsake from my mom, like a Catholic
Yeah,
cross or something.
nice. And you can see like every gang member here has something like that, some kind of personality. What about you, Joe? What's in your section of the camp?
Well, I never had a lot. I was mostly a tool for everybody to use as, to pick locks and or fix things. So I guess I've got tools. Um, and now I'm kind of changing my persona a bit since I am
Right.
now a huckster.
hmm
Um, yeah, I can't think that I've actually got much of anything. Maybe a couple of changes of clothing, but that's about it.
Right. Well,
a
you're
pair
gonna
of
need money
boots.
because right now everyone's at 0.
Yeah, but did they bring our whatever money we might have had? I mean,
I would say some of it might have been lost during the bank heist that went wrong.
That
Because you do
ghost
know
rock.
some bedrolls and some gang members that are missing, like people who didn't make it. Like the gang leader, you don't see Henry, you don't see the leader James Sanford because you think he got his head blown off.
There was a
well,
big
let's
pile of
say
that ghost rock back there, and that could be worth something.
Could be worth something to the right buyer, yeah.
let's say then that I have a vest that I often wore, and I was fortunate I didn't. And I have been concealing money in the lining of the vest, and hopefully nobody noticed it when they
Yeah,
just
I'm gonna
kept
say
bringing my vest
not.
along.
Like people are pretty trusting with each other in this gang because this gang is like
Okay.
it's like family. So yeah, looks like
So
yeah,
I've
you've
got a
lost
bit,
some.
not much. I don't know. You can decide how much I've got.
Okay,
Five
sounds good.
million dollars. No.
You probably have like $20 for yourself, which
That's a
is
lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, now is the camp homestead phase where you guys gotta get your life back together after that harrowing escape. So Mama, she does say, well, the first order of business, gentlemen, I think we need some horses. And then after that, we need to amass a certain amount of money to sustain ourselves, and everything
Yeah.
goes in the camp pool. Well, not everything, but like she names like a fair amount, like 40% in the camp pool.
Where's the closest town?
The closest town is, let's see,
Closest big town. So we're not. I don't know.
Well, we got there by train, so ain't nobody knows us. But again, we're wearing bloody bullet-holed rags that are charred and whatnot. It's kind of hard to make a decent impression without liberating some private property one way or t'other. And given that overall destruction of that damnable prison environment, I'm still thinking there's stores there that we want to take advantage of. We just want to make tracks between that place and ourselves. Well, before the evening starts up.
yeah. So Mama says the closest town here is Stillwater. So they've got a saloon, stables.
Oh, they have stables. Perfect.
It's a mid-sized town.
Was that 500 souls?
Let's say so, sure.
General store,
Mm-hmm.
dinky little wooden church. Bunch of dirty strangers are going to cause all kinds of attention in a place like that. We need to have a viable, recognizable reason to be traveling through. Hell.
Well, I like this Eustace already. He seems to think.
Well, Mama said I was a warrior.
Well, don't bear in mind that other prisoners also got out and they might head to the same place.
That's right.
Yeah, and some of them seemed like real idiots too, so could put people on the guard, but also if we clean up, make us look up decent.
Is there a watering hole anywhere near?
Like an outpost.
No, like a hole in the ground with water in it where we can
Oh, that's
clean
where you
up.
usually set up camp. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, we'll have to scrub up, clean our clothes.
Yeah, and I would say you might even have some extra pairs of clothes for Joe and Jeremiah being part of the gang already.
Yeah, I've got a couple of bullet holes and a lot of singeing, and in general, very hard to make these threads look respectable. What would they've been through?
Right.
I stuck my finger right through my shoulder, felt the wind on the other side. Damnedest thing.
Yeah. So as you can tell, mechanically, this is more of a sandbox part of the the campaign.
Well, I'm going to get some sleep. And then in the afternoon when I wake up, I'm
Right.
going to see if I can convert. I might want to talk to Ambrose for a bit because he seems to know a lot about magic.
Yeah, depending on what sphere you're looking at.
Removing curses.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can work on that. You can study it. So yeah, I would say everyone heads to bed, cleans up, washes up. You can see Buddy, he's making some kind of stewed venison, which is way better than the crap you were getting at the prison camp. So yeah, he's a jolly old man, bearded fellow, bald, and he serves up this refreshing meal, actually with some spices. He's not bad. Eat up, keep your strength up.
Hell, it's good to be home.
Yes, it is. Good to have you back, Jones. And he gives you an extra helping.
I
Just
muttered,
fueling his, yeah.
yeah, I muttered to Joe, it's somebody actually liked that son of a bitch. What do you make of that?
I'm just keeping on his good side. Otherwise, I wouldn't hear the end of it.
I thought he was hard of hearing.
Well, you ever hear the saying, you don't bite the hand that feeds you?
True enough. How are we fixing for firearms as a camp? Well, you guys unloaded a whole arsenal up there on the ridge.
Right. Yes. So that has taxed the gang's supplies. They're low on bullets, right? But they do have enough to get through like a small robbery or a shootout, but not something to fend off, let's say, the Texas Rangers.
Let's go get that sheriff what arrested us.
Oh, I don't know. I'd like to tangle with that feller again.
Oh,
I think we should pick the corpse clean of that hellhole we got out of.
we owe that
You
motherfucker
really
some
want to go
payback.
back there.
I hate to leave a horde behind.
I hate to die at
Well,
the hands of a three-headed dog.
Well, I killed that.
Well, maybe he's got another one. Uh,
who's he?
I really didn't get to see the blood storm you were talking about. I was already out the gate.
You're still hanging on that gate when we all ran out.
That's because I didn't want to get trampled to death.
Well, I'm not complaining. You got the door open. But there's got to be money there, not just ghost rock. There's weapons there. There ain't no horses probably left, but there's things we need.
The most valuable thing would be Ghost Rock, but then the problem being
You got to
that
carry it.
you've got to carry it, which is definitely one problem, but also
Let's
finding
go
the right
get that
person to
sheriff
carry
and
it.
make him carry it.
Also, do we
It's-
really want to be the closest to the demon when it reincarnates?
Yeah, there is also that problem that we are putting ourselves in significantly more proximity to this thing when sundown comes around.
You
Don't
sure
get-
that one asshole is dead? I mean, I saw you rip his heart out, but
As far as I can tell, he went down.
One thing
All
we
right.
could do is wait for a wagon coming into town and then take that out in like the Badlands, like in between.
Well, like how many folks we figure we liberated from that hellhole? A couple of dozen, a
Yeah, I
score,
would say at least like 20 to 30.
score and a half. There's going to be mayhem all over. There's going to be unleashed fugitives of ill manner causing all kinds of ruckus.
Right.
Plus
And you
some of
have
the
an advantage
guards.
being in an already established gang.
well, some of the guards got out for sure, and they'll be telling all the towns nearby to be careful.
Maybe we should just hustle ourselves east or west instead of heading down south right away and get out of the immediate radius of the news of the breakout and so on. Sure
Well,
would
news
like.
is probably less likely to go south.
Hmm.
So that
You
might
could
help
have
out.
a new life in Mexico.
I always did want to cross that blood meridian at some point.
All right, so we'll leave the gang to deliberate what kind of plan they want to gather resources. It seems like everyone's set on Mexico,
Or
so I think that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
there should be a song or something. On our way. We're on our way. Let's see. Where is her?
Thanks for the beans and deer, buddy.
Yeah.
Best victuals we've had in some days.
Our players included Matthew Sanderson, David Gasway, Stefan Amchi, Max Meltzer, and myself, with Alex Sun as the game marshal. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for the show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. If you would like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon page, or you can use the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the Deadlands and the Savage Worlds role-playing game. Until next time, good luck, good gaming.